So welcome everybody. Nice to see
Hello.
all of you. It's another spotlight training. Ann and I are color coordinated. Ann, you got the memo. Is it
It's
getting
all about
cold in?
orange.
Yeah, it is. Is it getting cold in Boulder?
No, but the my studio is on the lower level of our house, so it's always chillier down here.
Oh. Well, it's a beautiful evening in New York. I'm right outside of New York City. Oh my goodness.
No, it's nearly 100 degrees here.
Whoa.
Yeah, which is rare. We don't get that a lot.
Yeah. Wow. Well, welcome, guys, for wherever you are in the country. We've got 83, 84, and counting, and Donna James at the support desk in Magnolia, Texas.
Yeah, it's a little warmer here. Feels like 105 today for our high.
It's
Yeah.
a
Oh,
balmy 105, I know.
Hmm.
Well, okay, guys, but the spotlight is hot because it's a spotlight training on voiceover, and we're going to talk about e-learning tonight, Anne, and I've invited you here to be my special guest. This is Ann Coatney.
hello,
She's
everyone.
a
Nice to be here.
member of Team Great Voice and one of our great coaches. And, when I wrote my book, Voiceover Secrets Exposed, I talked about the 14 niche markets and I confused everyone, Anne. I completely broke the voiceover community, making everybody super confused. What? What am I supposed to do first? Well, actually, there are three main niches, and we'll talk about those tonight. They would be commercials, they would be audiobooks, and e-learning or non-broadcast corporate. So that's the topic tonight. I really think it's a great niche for beginners, and we'll do a deep dive into that. So, we are the Great Voice Company. I'm your host, Susan Berkley. And a quick reminder to turn your phone off if it's in the way so you can give us your undivided attention. You signed up for this because you have an interest in voiceover. We're going to deliver tonight, as we do every Thursday. So the topic is how to do e-learning voiceovers the right way without getting it wrong or messing it up. And I want to remind you real quick, I put our podcast logo up here because our podcast is cranking and we're in our third season right now.
That is so exciting.
I know, and you can get it. And I want a shout out to my wonderful producer and marketing assistant, Selena Matreger, because she puts these together with members of our community. That's you guys. So in every podcast episode, I actually will do a deep dive coaching on two people and our guest reads scripts and I coach. So if you listen, you're actually getting a master class. Plus, you're going to meet some fascinating people. I interview them. And we have a ton of fun. So it's available anywhere you get your podcasts, Apple, Spotify. It doesn't matter. It's available everywhere. So please go, please listen, please download, please like it, and please comment. All right. So this is for you. If you've heard about e-learning and you're like, what the heck is that? You have no clue how it works. And you're thinking, gee, could I do that? Maybe you have heard training at your day job. In fact, you probably have. Almost everyone has. Well, there was a voice that narrated that and probably made some good money doing it. Maybe you got some e-learning or your kids got e-learning because everything is online now. So e-learning is basically training anyone to do anything, teaching anything to anybody. And we mean anything, don't we, Anne?
Yes, we do.
So we'll break all that down for you tonight. And you guys are totally in the right place. If this piques your interest, maybe you've heard there's so much competition. Naysayers will say that to you all the time. Why even try? Well, you can do this. You just need the right person to explain it to you. So this training tonight, the spotlight training, is for two types of people: beginners, because I know most of you are. We'll get proven tips to help you get started in voiceovers from square one. More experienced people get the help you need to go from where you are to where you want to be in voiceovers. And my goal for tonight, the only way to get started in voiceover without wasting your time, is to master the art of e-learning, a great place for new beginners. And the only way to master the art of e-learning is with our upcoming e-learning masterclass for voiceover beginners with Ms. Ann, who's my special guest tonight. So about me real quick, because I know there's probably new people on the line. I am Susan Berkley. I'm the founder of greatvoice.com. I created the company, but I am a working voiceover artist. I am the telephone voice of Citibank. I'm their signature voice. I have been that for decades. I was the voice of AT&T for many years. I come from a radio background. Any other radio people out there? I was on the air for 15 years. I even worked with Howard Stern. I had a ball, but I made no money. So I left radio to start voiceover, and I've been doing this professionally for over 30 years and founded my company for people like you. I love teaching, and I've assembled an incredible team around me who also really, really enjoys helping you start and succeed in voiceover. And we've done this for over 30 years. I've written a few books. You probably have my book, Voiceover Secrets Exposed. If you do, come in the chat and let me know. I will sign it virtually for you right now. Here you go. Uh, I've written Speak to Influence also, and I've been featured in major media like the New York Times, CNBC, and ABC News. And Ann Coatney over here is sitting in Boulder, Colorado. She spent over 20 years as an actress in Los Angeles and New York, working in TV, film, theater, and singing in clubs. She was even on Sex and the City.
Yes.
Yeah. And she is a full-time voiceover artist since 2018. She has clients all over the world and is a coach for us in our Speak to Perform voiceover club and enjoys coaching student demos. She's done hundreds of them for emerging voice talent in our community, helping them achieve voiceover success. So, Anne, always a pleasure to have you here tonight.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Now, if this is your first time on one of our spotlight trainings, would you please come in the chat here and just put first time so we can welcome you? And Donna, let's get ready, Donna, to say welcome to everybody. And Anne,
Oh, we've got
Welcome.
so many new
Wendy,
people.
Marla,
Yeah,
Mike, Sharma,
yeah, Candace.
Ryan,
Uh-huh.
Neil, is it Rima? It's great.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Second time. That's okay. New
I'm
enough.
glad to have you back, Neil.
Jabari. Fourth time, but I'm saying first time because I want you to say my name. Welcome back,
Tanisha's first
Jabari.
time.
Tanisha, that works. Steve.
Steve's
Vanessa.
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 Paul.
First time for about the third time, Honey Paul.
This is the third time I'm 21.
Oh, iPad number 9's first time. You can tell us what your name is in the chat so we know what to call you other than
It's
iPad
so
number 9.
sci-fi. It's very
Dorothy is
sci-fi.
first time. Michelle Grace the second time. Hi, Michelle.
Vilma, hi there. Oh, great group of folks. So you guys are totally in the right space. So look, let's have a quick talk about AI, okay? And Donna and everybody, because I know it's the elephant in the room. People always ask us, so what's AI coming for my microphone? Is it going to put an end to voiceover as we know it? I have lots and lots and lots of stories, true stories for you guys. So I'll tell you a few right now. Just the other day, one of our members, Terry Dean, sent me something from a producer who posted on LinkedIn. And he said, guys, so he's typical of a lot of voice buyers, right? So they try to use AI. Well, it's just not working out for them because what he said is happening. It'll say a sentence and then the next sentence will sound like its caffeinated cousin, to use his words. He has to spend hours going through a bank of voices and they're still not the right voices. So at a certain point, and it's just not reliable. It sounds terrible. It sounds stilted. It's taking hours and hours for voice buyers to use, producers, to do something that hiring a professional voice talent like you or I or any of you guys in the room would take us 15 minutes to give them the 10 takes they want. And they have to sit there, futzing around with this technology. They don't like it. Now, that's one thing. Other stories, okay, one of our coaches, our audiobook coach, Adam Werner, is a professional full-time audiobook narrator. And he was recently hired to do a whole series of books. And he did 2 of them. And then the rights holder, the author, came to him and said, I'm going to do the rest in AI. And he was like, okay. And And then the rights holder came running back to Adam and said, "Oh my God, reader feedback is so bad. I'm so sorry. Please complete the series." The exact same thing happened to our student, Bob Loudermilk. He had an ongoing client on Upwork who he'd done a lot of work for, hired him all the time, and then one day said, I'm so sorry, I'm going to hire AI the next time around. Well, the guy did, and he came running back to Bob and said, "Oh my goodness, it just sounds so bad. I'm getting terrible feedback from the customers that I'm using. Please, please, I'm so sorry. Would you come back and do our work?" Same thing happened to our coach, Andy Cologne, and on and on and on. It's okay for like a little phone system or something like that. For anywhere where it matters, anywhere where they need an actor to bring nuance, and anywhere where they want to save time. And that was a shock to
Right.
me.
Right. And emotion. You can't get emotion from an AI voice.
No, you get one note.
Yeah. And it's steady state. And that's not going to work, especially for long form projects like an audiobook. As I always say, do you want to hear Siri read a book? I certainly don't.
Well, it's terrible. But and it really, even for a commercial, it's just not cutting it for
Right.
people. And one more, I mean, so I work with a marketing team here at Great Voice that brought you guys into the room for us. And they test stuff all the time. And the AI voices that they're testing are just not cutting it. So it's not what it's all cut out to be, you guys. And that's my piece on that. All right. We don't have to worry about it. So tonight, here are the three major niches right here on the screen for you. E-learning, which is our topic tonight, which is non-broadcast. Broadcast, which is commercials, which are appearing everywhere, not just on radio, TV, at gas stations, in supermarkets. I mean, they're everywhere. That's its own niche. And audiobooks is the third one. And many of our students will do demos for all three and do all three. And we have one student, Doug Bam, who's done what, 5 demos, Donna?
6.
Six for
He
different
just did a
niches.
6 with
He's
me.
6 now. Yep.
It's amazing. So, medical, what are the 6? Like medical narrations, promos, we're not suggesting
Yeah.
a lot of them. We're not suggesting everybody does 6, but eventually you might consider doing all 3. And we think e-learning is a great place to start. And the reason is that commercials are always cast for auditions, almost always. The scripts may be short, but you're auditioning against a lot of people. Audiobooks are often cast from auditions, and it's a big time commitment. They're great if you love to read and you love audiobooks. But e-learning, usually they do not audition. Sometimes they do, but they're cast from both demos and auditions, and the scripts are different lengths, and there's a huge potential for repeat business. So I think it's a wonderful niche for newcomers. So what is e-learning? Well, you are doing any training, learning, education delivered online through a computer or other digital device. End of story. And it's a giant market. It is over $316 billion, which means that's a lot of money spent on developing these trainings and a lot of opportunity for voice talent and narrators. It's a growing market, growing by over 8% a year. And it is forecast to grow to double by 2032. So it's a wonderful place to hang your hat as a beginner, a wonderful niche to start in. So I love to do this. How big is a billion? Well, if you had over $316 billion, you could buy over 10 million cars, Donna James. Did you know Donna used to sell cars? She was
No.
good
I
at it too.
did.
She was good
I
at it.
did. Yeah, after the economic downturn, 2009, 2010, I wound up selling Mazdas.
It's great.
Yeah.
But anyway, Donna didn't sell 10 million, but she sold a lot. But that's like $316 billion. It's a lot of money. It's a giant niche. So if we see though people making mistakes who want to get into this niche, You really need a specific demo just for e-learning if you want to do this. You can't send them a little something you record at home. You can't send them your commercials. You can't send them your audiobook. It's its own type of scripts. Another mistake we hear people do, they try to be an announcer, not an instructor. So it's a you need a pleasant instructional pace, you know. You're accompanying a video and people are following along and you're instructing them the step by step by step how to do something. And sometimes it's serious material, like something on sexual harassment or workplace safety. Sometimes it can be fun, sometimes it's in the middle, but it's an instructional tone, and it's making complex matter interesting. Another mistake is that beginners make is their pacing is poor. It's either too slow, too fast, it's off, and learners can't follow what they're saying. So people think, well, in voiceover, you should always smile, right? Well, not so fast, because while some e-learning jobs are warm and friendly, others deal, as I was saying, with serious topics like sexual harassment, fraud prevention, health and safety. And what are some of the topics you've done for e-learning?
Ah, gosh, that's everything. Um, I I think we should also include, even though it's its own niche, medical narration. So I've done hundreds of those.
Yeah.
And you obviously want to have seriousness with that subject matter, but I have done sexual harassment. I have done compliance, which is not very exciting, but is very serious. I've done a lot in the financial space, which you would want to be treated seriously if you're trusting somebody with your money. Um, so yeah, all of those you would not have smile included.
Right, exactly. And some are very warm. Some are
Yes.
very warm, you know, welcome stuff and on and on and on. So you need, the important thing is this, guys, and you can take a note. You just need to make sure your tone matches the script because they're all different. And so this is the skill that we teach and that we're actually going to be teaching you in our upcoming e-learning masterclass, which we'll tell you about in a few minutes. So how to land the plane. This is an expression that I've heard e-learning narrators use, and it means that you have the right inflection in your voice that matches what's on the screen, the appropriate inflection. So what is inflection? It's going up at the end of a sentence, like something's about to come, or going down, more inflection, more definitive, or something neutral like this, that something's coming after. So depending on the script and depending on what's going on in the accompanying video, your inflection needs to be appropriate. And anything you want to add to that?
No, I think you covered that.
Okay, good. Uh, and match the action in the video, of course, and help learners pay attention. The material can be really dry, right, Anne?
It is among the driest, and that to me is actually the challenge that's sort of fun, is making it, giving it life, giving it depth, giving it interest, and keeping the listener engaged.
What are some of the ways you engage listeners when you do e-learning?
Um, I think creating a persona, much like we were talking about, to match the script, and if it's something that is in a educational manner, like a teacher giving that instructor vibe that isn't droning on, but is, you know, engaged and conversational and warm. And I think all of that helps the listener to pay attention. And pacing, I think, is so important.
Very
So
pacing,
important.
right? Yeah. So how much can an e-learning narrator make? Well, it depends on the length of the script. You can make hundreds to thousands of dollars per script. Some scripts are very long and take quite a while to complete. We had a student who did a job that took him an entire year. It was for an insurance company. He made $90,000. That's all he did. for the whole year. But most jobs are, and how long would you say? How long is your typical e-learning job?
I would say a page of script is
Yeah,
probably average.
yeah. But the great thing about this niche is there's potential for repeat business. So once you do a great job for them, they're like, "Whew, we found somebody good. They don't have to think about it again." So they could get you again and again. Lots of potential for repeat business. So how do you find e-learning jobs? Well, there are 4 ways to get voiceover jobs, and they apply here. I teach this all the time. So the first way is you ask for referrals of friends and associates, and I actually have an organized way that I teach people to do that. Second way is you audition for them. There are those jobs on what we call the pay-to-play services, which are subscription services like voices.com and Voice123, or on the freelance sites like Fiverr and Upwork, or by direct marketing, meaning you put together a list of leads and you get in touch with those people. So these are the 4 ways that we get e-learning jobs or any type of job in voiceover.